Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now for today's topic, taking the high road. And I'm just going to click us there because I don't think, there we go, now we're focused.
Excellent, well, taking the high road. Thanks, Lee. Big welcome to everyone that's joining us on Loving Life Now Facebook Live for this evening. We are glad to be here, super excited to be here, and another week, another Facebook Live. What episode are we up to? Number 55.
Okay.
55, episode number 55, and the topic is taking the high road. So as you join us, pop your details in, let us know you're here. We'd love to welcome you to this evening's stream. Put your comment in. Lee's just popping our shares across our other social media pages. So also sharing across Simon and Leanne and also across Loving Life Now. James Davis says, hello, g'day James, welcome. And thanks for joining us this evening. Karen, hi guys, looking great. Thanks, Karen. I'd say back at you, but I can't see you.
Your picture looks great.
Yeah, you look good. You're looking good, Karen. I can see you from here.
Hey, Christine.
Christine says hello to you both. So as you join us, say hello. Let us know you're here. Shani, down in Sydney. Good evening, Shani. Welcome to you. And as I said, pop your details in. Let us know you're here. We've got a great topic this evening. Brett Hudson in Brizzy. Hi, guys. You're in Harvey Bay tonight. Welcome. And thanks for joining us from Harvey Bay. Good evening, says David Miller. G'day, David from South Australia. Kayla over in Boston. Is that correct? It is Boston?
Yeah.
Yep. So welcome to you, Kayla.
Good morning.
Bernie from Burleigh. She's doing backflips yet again.
You must be good at those by now, Bernie.
She is backflipping in Burleigh. So g'day, welcome to Bernie in Burleigh. And as I said, as you join us, pop your details in, let us know you're here. We've got a great topic this evening called Taking the High Road. So what's the taking the high road? You can take the high road or you can take the low road, right? So we're going to talk about why we take the high road, and we'll talk about some important points around the high road. So let us know you've joined us. Pop your details in. Don't be shy. Say hello and we'll welcome you to the stream. You've done all the sharing?
I have.
Well, big welcome, Lee. Say hello to everyone.
Hi. Hey, Lisa. Lisa in Canberra. I was about to say good morning. I don't know why.
Oh, it's definitely evening.
I was on a live earlier and there was a lot of UK people online going, good morning, good morning.
Well, Cheryl's joined us from Sydney. G'day, Cheryl. Welcome to you.
Hey, Gabby. Gold Coaster. Woo.
Gabby from down the road on the Gold Coast. Welcome to you. Trust you're settling into your new place. We'll have to organise a catch-up.
Yes.
And
Australia Day, Gabby.
Australia Day, Gabby.
Pop me a message.
Yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so big welcome to those that have joined us. All right, let's get the topic out of the way, Lee. Taking the high road. And I've got a couple of points. These are some of the things we're going to be covering off on this evening's stream. Learn how to give yourself space to get to where you want to go. Mm-hmm. So learn how you're going to give yourself space to get to where you want to go. Overcoming stoppers. Mm-hmm. That's important to get to the high road. And finally, what can you do today to create a better tomorrow?
Cool.
So we're going to be talking about those things on the stream tonight and why it's important to take the high road. You know, you have a younger Lee and driving along and you know, get to one of those roads where it's split level and somebody would take the high road and somebody would take the low road and see who got to the other side first. You ever experienced that?
Sorry.
You never experienced that?
The only time I've seen that is where one way
is
high and one way is low on the opposite side of the street.
Right, well, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. If you can recall that. Nick's just joined us. Good evening, Nick. Thanks for joining us on the Gold Coast. And Alison down in Melbourne. Hello and big welcome to you. So we're talking about taking the high road. And it's one of my memories as a kid is taking the high road and somebody would take the low road and it would be a race to...
Back in the old days.
Yeah, back in the old days. See who's going to get there the other side or to the quickest. So let's talk about taking the high road. What do we want to take the high road for?
Because it's more fun up higher than it is down low.
Well, we want to achieve success, right?
Yeah.
So we want to take the high road. We want to be on purpose with what it is that we're doing. But as we're going to achieve, as we're looking to create change and success in our life, it can be challenging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it can be challenging.
I don't want to do it then.
You don't want to do it? Well, let's back out now.
Let's back out. Change our mind.
It can be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And rewarding.
Rewarding. It can be rewarding. And if it isn't fun, then it shouldn't be done. That's what we say. So Satu says, hi, Leanne and Simon. So nice to be here. Missed last week because I was discovering Victoria with my family.
Oh, nice.
Normally in Gold Coast.
Ah, cool.
This time of year, as the kids love it there after New Year. Yeah, great. Well,
Very
you can't
cool.
be here on the Gold Coast, of course, because you're down in Victoria. So glad that you're out and about discovering Victoria. All right, so achieving success can be challenging, can
Hey,
be
Dad.
fun, and it can be rewarding. Choose your new direction that feels good.
It's got to feel good.
Would you do something if it didn't feel good?
I would prefer not to.
You prefer not to. What about exercise? Exercise doesn't always
that
feel
doesn't
good.
count in that category, I don't think.
We're about to undertake a new regime of exercise for
Of
this year.
everything.
Everything, eating, exercise. There's a whole program
Whole
going
new
on.
life change.
It's a whole program going on here behind the Haggards, behind the back scenes. So choose your new direction. It's got to feel good. Whatever it is that you're going to go after, make sure it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, it resonates with you. Make sure it adds meaning to your life.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no point doing it if it's going to take meaning away from your life.
No, you want to add meaning, right? You want to make something bigger and better. And what else? What else do you
Create
want
a
to do?
winning culture.
How do you create a winning culture?
I know, you tell me.
Well, you go after what it is that you want to achieve, and each time you have a win, you create a winning culture.
Okay.
So it can be a small win, a small win,
So you're
a small
counting
win.
the wins and...
Yep. And then what happens is that you start having all these wins, you start achieving some of your goals, and you have this winning culture.
And you're excited to then do the next thing because
Yeah.
you can achieve another goal.
Yeah, and you want to be a winner.
Absolutely.
Is it good to be a
better
winner?
than a loser?
That's right.
Hey, Luana.
It's definitely better to be a winner. All right, so there's a little Malcolm Gladwell, and he's got a quote here. Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book called The 10,000 Hour Rule.
That
10,000
sounds like a lot of
hour rule.
hours.
Now, Malcolm Gladwell says in the book that it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something.
I must be an expert at a few things by now.
Yeah. So 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. Now, if you want to become an expert, you could invest 10 hours a day for just under 3 years and you become an expert.
10 hours a day?
Yep, 10 hours a day. So if you invested 10 hours a day into learning something new, let's say a new business or let's say studying at university, and you did it for just under 3 years, you'll become an expert.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. What happened?
Well, I did it for a
You
long time.
did it for a long time. So you become an expert. So if you invested 5 hours a day, how long would it take you?
Twice as long.
Twice as long, just under 6 years. Now, Malcolm Gladwell, that's what he says. A book takes 10,000 hours to become an expert. Now, let's think about that for a moment. So, as kids leave school, they go and get a formal education because they believe that a formal education will make them a living.
I didn't go and do that.
Likely it might, right?
Yep.
However, what do they do to get that formal education?
They pay a crap load of money and put a lot of time in.
Put a lot of time in. Now, do they earn any money over the 3 or 4 or 5 years that they're learning their craft?
Not unless they're working a side job.
Yeah,
to
but
pay their
no, but
bills.
from their
no,
career.
No.
So they don't generate any income over 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years whilst they're becoming what?
Whatever they chose to become.
Which is an expert
Yes.
in their field, right? They want to become an expert in their field. So they're studying to become an expert, knowledgeable
Yeah.
in their field or in their profession that they want to undertake. So we've just established they're going to do it consistently for 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. They're going to invest a lot of time
Yeah.
and they're going to invest in a lot of money. Now, at the end of that degree or that university degree, is it going to make them an expert?
No, they actually have to do the physical work
Yeah, it's not
to
going
be
to
an
make
expert.
it's not going to make them an expert.
No.
All they've got is they've got knowledge.
They've got the book stuff.
They've
but
got
not
the knowledge.
Not the activities.
They don't have the practicality.
Yeah.
They haven't done the practical side. So I was just thinking, you look pretty in pink tonight.
Oh, thanks.
Pretty in
Two
pink.
people have commented that already.
Oh, have they?
Thanks, Agatha and
Oh, there you go.
Alison.
Pretty in pink, and I've got my.
I just didn't want to read it
Top of
out.
my shirt actually.
I didn't want to
nearly
read that
matches the
comment
colour.
out because that would have been a bit weird.
All right. So the big thing is that people are prepared to invest time to further their knowledge and their education. Would you agree?
Yes.
It's something that people are willing to do.
Yep.
So if you want to become a nurse, what do you got to do? You got to study, and then you got to do practical work
Yep.
to become a nurse.
Yes.
If you want to become a doctor, you've got to study, then you've got to do practical work,
Yep.
and then you've got to do an
Work as an
internship,
intern, yep.
and then you've got to, well before you get to make any decent money.
And that would be many, many years down the track, way more than 3 to
Yeah,
to
well, you've
5
got
years.
4 or 5 years of a degree, 5 years generally to be a doctor, and then you've got lots of work as an intern.
But if you're going to be a specialist doctor, you might have another couple of years after that.
So it could take you 10 years. And you're really not making great money and you're working long hours, right?
Yep.
So let's think about this for a moment. How are you investing your time into what it is that you're looking to achieve in your life? So if your kids want to become a nurse or a doctor and you've got kids, then are they investing their time in the right area? Right? So how are you investing your time? Look at how you're investing your time into working towards your goal.
Or are you just sitting there for hours watching Netflix series back to back? We don't do that.
No, well, it's a little bit of escapism, but we put a lot of time in.
We do, absolutely.
We put a lot of time and effort
Yeah.
in, but then we escape and we do a bit of Netflix binging for a couple of hours.
Just
watching,
one more,
watching
just one more,
just
just
one
one
more.
more.
No, we got to go to bed. We got to be up early. Okay.
Just one more.
All right. So what can you give up in time to invest? So what are you prepared to give up in time, Lee? So if you wanted to create something different, you've got to invest time into it, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes what do you have to do? You've got to give up time. I know
Yeah.
you did that when you got started
Yeah.
in the online business world.
Yep, so got up earlier, stayed up later, so gave up a bit of sleep short term. You can't do that long term, obviously. And then, you got to find other things you're wasting time on. Are you sitting there for hours on Facebook or
Yeah.
TikTok or something scrolling? Or are you...
How quickly can that go past? Like on a
So
Sunday morning,
fast.
you wake up and you might read a book and then you go, oh, I'll check out social media, and then it's 10 a.m. You're just scrolling, checking out what
Aimlessly.
everyone's up to, what's the world
Liking.
doing, what's going on, commenting, sharing, posting,
Yeah.
and it just happens. Time goes by. So what can we invest our time into? Now, one of the things you got to be aware of is that whilst you're making choices to give up things and invest time in things, beware of the pressure of others to stay in the herd. Now, where would that pressure come from immediately?
Family?
Yep, family.
Friends.
And probably your significant other.
Are you going to peer pressure me?
No, but your pressure can come
Stay
from your
inside the
significant
box.
other. That's right. So I think I'm going to go and walk 3 days a week. No, why would you want to do that? We don't need to do that. Let's stay in bed.
I can be that person.
That's not what I want from you. I want you to go, right, let's go. Because I'm the one going, let's go for a walk.
Parents, Brett says.
All right, so absolutely. And so the big thing is be aware of the pressure to stay in the herd or to keep you in the rut from outsiders. And they can be your significant other, it can be your parents, it can be your significant loved ones close to you, or it could be work colleagues, somebody that you spend time with during the day and you're sharing your ideas and they go, oh, don't do that. That sounds ridiculous.
Just scroll back down. So Deb said, say to yourself, not wasting another minute. I'm
a prime mover. I love it.
Yeah, Deb.
Not wasting another minute, I'm a prime mover. Satu says, first 3 years in my profession, I was paying my HECS off. Grateful I had the degree, but not flexible when you have kids. Let me just, when you have
Primary
kids in
school.
primary school, of course. And this is the big thing is that, you go through and you create, but a lot of people forget this, Lee, and you relate it to a business. When a lot of people come into a business, they're not prepared to put in the time
No.
to learn. They're not prepared to invest the funds. They're not prepared to put in the time.
They want it to happen right now.
Yeah, they do, right? But in order for you to become an expert in your field, it's going to take an investment. Bless you.
Excuse me.
It's going to take an investment of time. Bless you again.
Sorry. It's
gonna-
live.
It's going to take an investment of. Can I take it again?
No.
It's going to take an investment of
No.
time and also money, right? So if you want to go and get a degree, it's going to take an investment of what? Time
And money.
and money, right? No different to starting a business. So overcome the stoppers. Watch out for the stoppers. Now here's a quote from Napoleon Hill. What the mind of man can conceive and believe,
It can achieve.
it can achieve. And that's a great Napoleon Hill quote.
Yes.
So what the mind of a man can conceive and believe, he can achieve.
Is that out of Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So beware of the stoppers. Some words of advice: stick to your plan. Right? If you've got a plan to take the high road to create success, stick to it. Stick to your plan, no matter what. See your life through a bigger perspective. What's your life look like? Develop the ability to think in terms of years and decades. So in 5 years' time, Lee, I'm going to be doing this. In a decade, we're going to be achieving this. As opposed to what?
Well, next week.
Yeah, next week.
I'm going to be doing this.
Yep.
Maybe next
Or tomorrow?
month. Or
what about
tomorrow.
in a few hours?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
So what's that? It's called short-term thinking.
Yep.
So you want to make sure you've got thinking and vision, not short-term thinking.
Yep.
What was that comment?
I missed it. Rochelle says, I'm 3 weeks into my business and I've set some pretty big goals to achieve and I will do it. Mindset is key.
Awesome. That's awesome,
It
Rochelle.
starts with
Thank you.
mindset and you got to back it up with action.
You do. You've got to back it up with action. So what can you be achieving in 5 years from now? So what's the most common thing, Lee? People underestimate, or they overestimate
Short
what they
term
can achieve
and
short term.
underestimate long term.
Yeah, then underestimate what they can achieve 3 years or 5 years down the track. Now, do you think a nurse or a doctor or, I don't know, another profession, a lawyer or anybody that goes to university and does a degree for 3, 5 or 7 years, do you think they underestimate short term and overestimate long term?
Don't know. Do they?
I
What
don't
do you
think so. I think they just understand that it's going to take them
Yeah.
3 years, 5 years to
Because when
achieve
they
what
signed
they
up
want
for
to
it,
achieve.
they knew that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my friends is wanting to become a dentist, so she's doing that at the moment. It's going to take her 3 or 4 years, I think she said.
Okay, so for her to achieve that, she's fully aware that it's a long-term goal.
And she's still going to run her business
Yep.
and do that.
Yeah. So it's a long-term goal. So
Yeah.
it's not a sprint.
No.
It's a marathon. And when people are wanting to create success, they've got to realise that they're not in a sprint race, they're in a marathon.
Yeah,
And a
exactly.
marathon takes time, and you've got to work diligently to achieve, to become the expert, to create the result, to create success,
Yeah.
to reach a goal, to take the high road. All right?
Now, Karen says, great book. I've read it 3 times. That's Think and Grow Rich, I think she's referring to.
Yeah.
Another great book. Look.
Another great book. Oh, look at that. Who wrote that?
I don't know. Can you see it?
Yeah, Loving Life Now
Does that picture
by...
look familiar? I could just
by
do
Leanne.
this. Does that look like me?
Yeah, it's a bit smaller though. So Leanne's got her book out, and if you
I thought
haven't,
I'd show you.
yeah, if you haven't read it and you haven't got a copy of it,
It's on Amazon.
it's on Amazon.
Yep.
So they
Just
can-
type in Loving Life now.
Buy it through Amazon or reach out to Lee personally. Have you got books?
I have books.
Yeah, so you can sell books.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want a copy, you can either buy it
You
online.
can get digital versions too.
Digital version. Is there an audio?
No.
No, just a digital.
And I'm actually starting my second book. I have started it, but I'm actually going to do it now. Yay.
Excellent. All right, good stuff. So you're going to get on to book number 2.
I am.
What's it called?
Lifestyle, Love and Beyond.
Lifestyle, Love and Beyond. What a great title for a book. And it happens to be our hashtag, so that's even better. All right, so what can you be achieving in the next 5 years? What could Lee be achieving in the next 5 years with her second book? But you've got to act today to create a better tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you don't act today on following your goals or moving you closer or sacrificing time, then are you going to achieve a better tomorrow?
No.
No, you're not. All right, so what's the advantages? What are some of the future payoffs, Lee, of some of the future payoffs of going after what you want, like taking the high road?
New experiences.
Create new experiences, yeah.
New opportunities.
New opportunities, I like that.
New friends. I like meeting new friends.
You can create new friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Renewed passion.
You can have a renewed passion for what it is that you want to achieve.
Yes.
You've got a new bit of a spark going on. Yep.
And
Increase
self-image confidence.
Yep. So you can increase your self-image and your confidence by going after what it is that you want.
Okay.
So they're all pretty positive, aren't they?
And actual profits.
Yep, and actual
That's pretty
profits is a big one.
important
So they're all really important to what are some of the payoffs of going after your future goals.
Yep.
So they're the payoffs. There's some really big ones there. And some, what do you want to create new experiences? Of course you do.
Yeah.
Awesome. So ask yourself, are my decisions each day moving me closer to my goals or further away? So whenever you're looking to make a decision, Just ask yourself, check in. Will this decision move me closer to my goal
Or further away.
or further away? And of course, check in with your North Star. What's your guiding light? What does it? Are you in alignment with your guiding light, your North Star, your vision for what you want to create? And if you're not, maybe you've got to make some adjustments to it. Remember, it takes a combination of passion and action to create a satisfying outcome, long-term result, and new experiences. That's important.
Yeah.
Right? So remember, it takes a combination of passion and action in order to create a satisfying long-term result and experience that you want to create. Now, I've got a quote, Lee, I want to end our little session here on. So from my own journey of success, there is one thing that I have seen over and over in people's view of themselves. In general, people way underestimate what they could change if they just believed that they could. There seems to be a learned fear of taking control. There seems to be a general agreement that there is safety in numbers. People seem to be looking for anyone who is willing to stand up and lead the way. People seem to be quite satisfied to follow someone they really don't agree with, just to avoid leading themselves. So don't become a member of the herd. And that quote was by Shane Crider. Don't become a member of the herd, all right? Be the leader.
Absolutely.
Right? Go after your goals.
How do you
Take
know
the
if you're
high
a
road.
leader?
How do you know if you're a leader? You create followers.
Exactly.
People want to follow you because you inspire them. People want to create, they want to learn from you. They want to learn what you're doing to create change and success. They want to learn what you're doing to live a better life. They want to learn what you're doing to be healthier. They want to learn what you're doing to lose weight. There's a whole range of things. People are inspired by people creating success. So inspire others. Be a leader. Take the high road. Go after your goals.
Yeah.
Create your vision. Stick to it. Anything else you want to add to it? If there's any other comments, woohoo! That's exciting, Leanne. Alison Hillis said about you writing your book. Well done, Leanne, said Satu, and Michelle Peel said
So
congratulations.
just a side note, if you're not following me on TikTok, make sure you do that because I'm going to hit 50,000 followers by the end of the week and I want you guys to be part of it.
Absolutely. 50,000 followers on TikTok. You can follow Lee. I play a little cameo role now and again.
Sometimes.
When I can be convinced,
It's just a bit of fun.
bribed.
Bit of fun.
So check it out. And of course, make sure you're following our YouTube channel,
Yes.
Simon and Leanne. And of course, our Facebook page.
It's Simon and Leanne Unleashed is our YouTube.
Yeah, Simon and Leanne Unleashed
Yeah.
on YouTube. And of course, we post all of our weekly lives up there. So if you want to go back and refer to any topics, you can check it out there. And of course, on Simon and Leanne Facebook page as well. And follow us there and Lifestyle Biz and Loving Life Now.
And
So we look
go get
forward
my
to,
book.
and yeah, check out Lee's book. Go and have a read on Amazon. If you want to know a bit about it, reach out to Lee. You can buy it through Amazon. You can buy it on Kindle. I bought it on Kindle years ago when you released it.
On Amazon.
Yeah, on Amazon Kindle. And I read it on my phone. I reckon I got through it in a couple of days.
What are you saying? It was that short.
No, I couldn't put it down. I couldn't put it down. I was like, how do I can't keep got to keep reading. Can't go to sleep. But no, there's lots going on. We've got exciting week ahead. Plenty going on in our business and lots. We've got kids coming towards the end of school holidays and heading back to school next week. So that's a big thing. We've got Australia Day coming up next week.
We have.
We celebrate Australia Day and we're looking forward to catching up with some friends around a barbecue with some Australia Day music. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. I don't know about the music, but
Oh yeah, got to have the
Sure.
Aussie Day music
Sure.
and swimming in the pool and throwing some prawns on the barbie.
or some sausages.
What else can we do?
I don't know. That's about it.
All right, and we'll see you back here. Oh, next week, next Tuesday's Australia Day, so we
Yes.
won't be back next week.
No, we'll
We
have the week off.
won't be doing a live next week. There'll be no
When's,
live
when's
next
the
week.
movie coming out, Mick says? You can play a part, Mick, because you're in the book.
Thank
so
you.
You'd have
Thanks,
to play
David.
A part.
Glad you enjoyed it. Bernie says, appreciate your inspiration, wisdom, and time. Thank you both. And of course, so next week we won't be back. It's Australia Day, public holiday here. We'll be by the barbie with beer and prawns, shrimp on the barbie. And we'll be looking forward to catching up with you in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
So we'll have another great topic. So have a great Australia Day, everyone, next week. And we'll see you around.
See you then.
Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.